Hello, beautiful souls. It is super late. It's actually like 2 in the morning where I am right now. And needless to say, I very rarely record content at this time. Typically, I am sleeping. But also, sometimes I've noticed that some of the most powerful downloads come through at night. And my theory for this is because the collective energy around us tends to be a bit quieter. So we're able to pick up on more of those ethereal, esoteric kinds of energies without being bombarded with so much collective noise. Of course, I know that many of you listening are very powerfully intuitive as well. So I would love to hear from you in the comments when you receive your strongest downloads, or if you resonate with getting more inspired at night towards your creative work, or however channeling that spiritual energy might show up for you personally. I will say that tonight I have been feeling this really strong wave of energy, and I heard this statement come through: if it's not soul, I don't want it. And I feel that this is for many divine feminines tuned into this collective who really value those conscious, soul deep connections. In fact, I heard the word exclusively. Many divine feminines, particularly in this wave and at this point in time, although of course time doesn't really exist from the level of energy, but many of us are really becoming exclusive to soul deep connections, whether they are romantic or platonic in nature. And you might be finding in your own life that you are becoming, I hate to use the word bored, but increasingly disinterested in connections that don't ring true with those really deep parts of your soul. But the thing about you is you are also a person, I'm hearing the word seer, that was coming up really strongly. You have the gift of being able to see into the depths of other people. But very often you yourself might actually feel unseen. So this can create very complex relationship or friendship dynamics where someone can sense that you see them in all their depth, but you don't feel equally seen by that person. So that person could actually assume that there is more depth or more closeness between the two of you than there actually is. I also feel as though, and I'm hearing it's a blessing and a curse, this might be how you view the particular gift I'm about to share about that I've actually talked about in recent, well, maybe not recent, but it's come up in the last year of readings for sure. And this divine feminine is your ability to see the end in the beginning, particularly when it comes to relationships. And I feel that this is especially highlighted in love. Again, this is a blessing and a curse because it does two things. On the one hand, first of all, when you are, and I will get into more of what I mean by this, this is such a rare gift. But I know that many of you who will be aligned with this video will know what I'm talking about and will connect with this. You are so intuitive that when you meet a person, you are actually capable of sensing into future timeline potentials with that particular person. This goes for friendships. It equally goes for romantic relationships as well. So this is why, particularly in love, casual dating or dating for fun might be really challenging for you, even though, of course, we are spirit here materialized in physical form, and we are meant to enjoy the human experience here on earth. But for many of you listening, I know that it can be difficult enjoying new kind of fleeting friendships or romantic connections, keeping things light and on the surface, as we say. And the reason for this is because you have the ability to sense into dominant timeline potentials. Of course, we are the creators of our own life. So from an energy perspective, that means we can select a frequency and align with any particular timeline we desire. But also, there are dominant timeline potentials based on current frequency, current energy. And I feel as though you are someone beautiful, beautiful, divine feminine soul who, when you meet someone, you can instantly tell whether or not that person is going to play a huge role in your life. Sometimes you might even be able to sense whether or not the relationship or connection with them is going to work out in the end. When you were less conscious of these abilities in the past, this may have showed up in very strange ways where you may have felt uneasy about a particular relationship or connection. You may have thought that you were being avoidant because you just had the sense that something was going to go wrong with a particular person, or that they were ultimately going to end up hurting you emotionally or leaving you. And you may have ended up being right in many of these scenarios because you were actually sensing timeline potentials with that particular person. And again, this can be a blessing and a curse because on the one hand, it's so beautiful and so rare to be someone who has the ability to truly guide their life in such a fluid, intuitive way. You are truly someone who has the ability to dance with life because you follow the rhythm of your own inner voice, of your own intuition. However, the downside of this is that when you can so strongly sense the end and the beginning, it can make it really difficult to have a lot of people in your life. Again, I hear that phrase, if it's not soul, I don't want it. Not to say that we aren't capable or that we shouldn't have connections simply to enjoy this beautiful human life experience. I'm just saying that for the divine feminine I'm tuned into here, these are very challenging because you can sense the future potential or lack of future potential with anyone in your life. This also means that even prior to meeting someone, you can tell that they're going to be a major player in your life in the future. You can sense through your own, perhaps for you, it's signs, synchronicities. You can tell when someone is going to be important to you. But you can also often tell how those relationships are going to go, how they're going to end, etc. So this can make you very cautious when it comes to forming new relationships or connections. It can also put you in positions where your human physical self really desires to just live in the moment, to enjoy your life, to pursue a relationship or connection. But your intuition at the same time might be telling you, I can sense that this timeline is a dead end. I can sense that there really isn't that shared energetic potential with this person. You might be sensing a lack of depth at a spiritual level. There is also a kind of sadness that goes with being someone who both carries so much depth within themselves, but also being someone who is constantly evolving, shifting, and expanding. You are someone, I can just feel whoever I'm tuned into here, you really, in order for you to feel loved, you have to feel seen. And so when someone can see you for your depth and they can understand those deepest parts of you, only then will you truly fall in love with someone. Many people misunderstand this about you because they think that you're someone who can fall in love for superficial reasons or personality similarities. But no, for you, it goes a lot deeper. Like, in order for you to truly fall in love with someone, you have to feel like your whole inner world is being seen completely by that person. And if you can tell that they don't have the level of consciousness or the level of awareness within themselves, or perhaps there's just such a spiritual disconnect between you that they aren't going to be capable of seeing you, if you sense that you are holding back or filtering parts or aspects of yourself, then this will actually prevent you not only from fully falling in love with a person, but from even really wanting to pursue the connection. It's like you want to know that that potential for depth is there first. And again, this is a blessing and a curse. I also feel that because of this, your true deeper relationships may be few and far between, even though you intensely might attract people in the immediate present who want to connect with you, who are drawn to your energy, your light, what they might think is your physical appearance, and you are very physically beautiful. I feel like there's something very unique about your appearance, whether you perceive yourself as beautiful or not. I truly mean that message. You have such a rare essence and energy to you, and that actually reflects in the way you look physically to others. Even if you are someone who has struggled with self-confidence issues physically in the past, know that you have this deep core energetic kind of beauty that emanates from you, that attracts admiration to you, whether that admiration goes spoken or unspoken. However, I do feel that those true, deeper, long-term relationships, as I said, might be few and far between. And this is only because, again, you are someone who needs that kind of really, I'm hearing you have to see me on all levels and layers before I can truly feel seen and understood by you, and therefore feel that love connection. Because for you, love and soul are deeply intertwined. Someone who knows your soul, who knows your inner world, who sees you for that soul frequency, that is the person that you will fall in love with. And again, there can be this conflict. And it's funny because I said, whoa, okay, the microphone just kind of bumped there. So at the bottom of the deck, by the way, that could actually be a sign because I'm hearing interference, interruption. So there might be someone who's like not necessarily trying to interfere negatively with your life, but it's like they really want to be part of your daily rhythm, your daily life, or they want to be part of your life in a stronger way. And I'm picking up like this masculine energy for some of you that wants to go deeper with you or wants to be closer to you. But the thing is, you aren't sure yet whether this person is really capable of being in your life more consistently or getting closer to you. And that's why we have the indecision card in the upright position here. I feel that at times, possibly even some of you could be connecting with this specific situation happening in your life now with someone who does desire to either be with you or to be closer to you. But you are struggling within yourself because there is this human aspect of you. I do feel like there is this physical attraction to this person. There may even be the potential for a soul connection here, but I feel that in the 3D, that potential really hasn't fully manifested itself. Honestly, it's not even really scratched the surface, if I'm being honest about the energy. Because even if this person, regardless of how long they've been in your life, whether it's a short time or a long time, it doesn't feel like it's ever gotten to those deeper levels where you really feel fully seen by this person spiritually. I'm hearing you don't know if they can go there with you. You may have felt like you had to kind of filter yourself or hold back a bit, but this is a perfect example of one of those people that actually feels like you really see them. They feel really close to you, but you don't necessarily feel seen by them, even though there is that mutual attraction here. This is such a strange message coming through. I don't know who this is for, so do let me know in the comments if anything here is resonating. But I feel the dominant message from your guides is coming up on this card. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. It is a message of continuing, and I'm starting to feel myself tear up just because this feels like a very emotional energy for someone who I'm tapped into here. The message is to continue to trust how your intuition is guiding you, particularly in relationships at this time, even if it doesn't make sense, and to also be aware that especially at this time, whenever you are aligning with this reading or in the near future, you are going to have people entering or re-entering their life. Like there is this energy of people wanting to confess feelings for you. This could be exes. This could be people from your distant past. This could be new people wanting to enter your life. This just has the energy of you attracting in a lot of people who admire you and who want to make some kind of an offer to you, who want to get closer to you. And you are going to have to be using discernment here. And your guides are asking you to not allow anyone or anything to pressure you to make some kind of choice or decision, or to throw yourself into something before you feel ready. To continue allowing yourself to fully lean in and trust that intuitive voice within yourself, because one of your guides is saying, look back on your life and connect the dots around how many times your intuition has been so spot on and guided you. I'm hearing a guide kind of sarcastically say, has your intuition ever really led you wrong? Because I'm getting that if you look back, especially on your recent life, there have been situations where there is no way that you could have known how to have behaved or guided yourself in a situation, except that you had the audacity to listen to your intuition, and it turned out that you made the perfect steps or made the perfect movements without even really consciously recognizing why you were making those particular choice steps along the way. This is no different, but I do get this sense of external pressure, like possibly the people coming into your life. First of all, you have a very rare frequency and energy, and don't be surprised if there are people who really want to kind of like make something official with you, or lock something in, or get you to commit yourself, your time, your energy, your romantic commitment, whatever it is. But again, in all these choices and decisions, I feel your guide saying there's no right or wrong, but your intuition knows the way here for you. So I'm going to be pulling a bit more information on this, but while I'm shuffling here, I also do want to share with you my personal, most powerful tool and resource for manifesting in my own life, and these are subliminals. Subliminals are audio meditation tracks that contain unconscious affirmations, and unlike traditional spoken affirmations, these are embedded within other sounds, tones, and frequencies. And this allows them to bypass the conscious filter of the mind and make deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious mind, which research has shown it's actually the subconscious mind that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So reprogramming your mind through subliminal meditation is a really powerful way to shift your energy and manifest in your life. And I've seen such profound personal results through using subliminals every single day for many years now. I have been able to use subliminals to manifest in essentially every area of my life. So I now offer my own library of subliminals through my app, Sound and Soulful. As you can see on the screen, this app contains over 130 subliminals for essentially every area of life. They are all available in 8 different background sound options, and you can create your own custom private playlists, as well as have the ability to read the affirmations for whatever subliminal you are meditating with. So specifically for this reading, I would recommend my subliminal for the awakened divine feminine, because this is a divine feminine reading, and living as your most conscious, highest vibrational version of self, aligning with your highest vibrational potentials and realities, really requires you to fully access and harness that divine feminine power within yourself. So this subliminal is meant to release limiting blockages and belief systems that create divine feminine wounding patterns. And this really allows you to step into that flow state of effortless manifestation. And in the case of this reading, to really stay connected with your innermost self and with your intuition through all of these decisions and potential relationship situations coming up in your life. So the link to download my app and sign up for a 7-day free trial account is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. You can also look it up in the app stores by searching Sound and Soulful. Okay, so what else do the beautiful divine feminines need to know at this time? The most interesting thing about this reading is it actually ended up being almost entirely just a spontaneous download as opposed to a literal reading, because as you've noticed, we actually only pulled one card, that indecision card from the emotions deck. So this has really been more of a download than anything, but I hope it's brought clarity to someone's life at this time. We also, of course, have the Queen of Pentacles. So the most dominant message from your guides, besides, of course, listening to your intuition, is that you are in this very abundant frequency, and this is going to be attracting in your desires in all areas of life from all directions. And again, that actually includes in romance and love. So when offers or people come in, even people from your past, take this as evidence of the fact that you are emanating this highly abundant energy and frequency, and that this is attracting back to you a lot of these positive signs of this shift in your own energy. I'm hearing choices, options, and discernment. So that message is pretty clear. You are going to be having a lot of choices and options. And although this reading has been very love-centric, this doesn't just apply to love. You are going to be having options in work, financially, with friendships, with environments you place yourself in. And that is why it is so necessary for you to use your discernment. And for the context of this reading, your discernment and your intuition are inextricably linked, because when you are tuned into your intuition, then utilizing discernment is essentially effortless, because it just involves you staying connected with that intuitive voice within yourself and making decisions accordingly. So this feels like a really beautiful place to close the reading. I just also want to say that I am so appreciative to each and every one of you here. Thank you for tuning in to the reading today. I am sending you all so much love energy, wishing you the most beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.